Hello friends, Intuitive Rene here, bringing fire signs your week ahead reading. Fire signs being Aries, Leo and Sagittarius, and we're looking at the week of the 11th to the 17th of December 2022. I have got the Tarot of Mystical Moments here in my hands and I'm going to give it a shuffle. We are looking for guidance, for insight, for inspiration for the week ahead for all fire signs, Aries, Leo and Sag. What is the energies you're going to be working with? What are the circumstances that you may be facing? What is the situation happening for you this week? So again, I am just going to let the cards give the story that they need. Let the cards speak themselves. I'm just going to be the voice of the pictures. Right, I am cutting the deck. So fire signs, let's have a look and see the energy. Actually, I'm going to leave the cards over there and let's just draw straight off the top. So the first card we have is the Six of Wands. I love this artwork. I mean, I'm just going to gush over the artwork, okay? So just forgive me. Six of Wands is the card of achievement, accomplishment, success, victory, but it's the card of returning home after an event, after a situation, after a something. So the Six of Wands is saying that this week you're going to see the progress that you've made. You're going to see the acknowledgement. You're going to receive acknowledgement for the progress that you've made. So if you've been working towards something, you're going to see a lot of that coming together for you this week, fire signs, which is great. We then have the Hermit card. And the Hermit card, I mean, here she is. She's sitting on top of the tower all by herself. She is way above everybody else and she feels quite alone, okay? But she's also very comfortable with her own space, very comfortable with her own energy. And fire signs, this is Spirit saying to you that this accomplishment, this feeling of achievement and accomplishment that you're going to experience, it may not be an external thing. It may very much be an internal thing. So if you're looking for external validation of projects, of goals, of anything, you might find yourself getting a little bit disappointed this week because everything seems to be more internal than it is external. The Hermit is also the card that says you don't need the external validation. Now, fire signs, I know we like external validation. I refer to we because, as you know, I am also a fire sign. We like the external validation. We like to know that people are aware of what we're doing. But this week, you need to be happy with just your own internal because you're not going to get as the external that you're looking for, okay? But the Hermit is also the card of saying, let's spend a little bit of time being introspective and just pondering and thinking all the things that you've done, all the things that you've accomplished, and all the things that you have worked through. And realize and recognize for yourself where you've done well, because the people around you, and I'm going to say something here that I might regret saying, but fire signs, people around you tend to lie. The people around you will tend to always tell you how fabulous you are and how wonderful you are and how well you've done, because they don't want to upset you, they don't want to hurt you, they don't want to let you down. So they're always going to say all the good things to you instead of actually just being honest. So if you want an honest truth about how you've done, fire signs, look at yourself only. All right, so if you're looking for, I just want to move those out of the way. If you're looking for some validation, it looks like you're going to have to rely on yourself. The next card that we have, fire signs, is the beautiful Five of Cups. I call it beautiful because of the beautiful yellow flowers, but actually it's a sad card, okay? The Five of Cups is the card of disappointment. Now, this particular lady who represents you in this context, she is standing knee deep in water, and that water happens to actually be from her tears. So it's the disappointment, it's the hardship, it's the tragedy that she's experienced. But what she's crying over are these three flowers that have fallen off of her bunch and are now, drifting away. So she is focusing on all the tragedies and all the hardships and all the disappointments instead of realizing, but hold a second, I still have some beautiful flowers and I still have the opportunity to get more beautiful flowers because I'm going to call it stick. My stick is not dead yet. So really what she's saying to you is all is not lost. Okay. So now things are starting to come together. The story is starting to come together. So fire signs, there is success, there is victory, there is accomplishment, achievement, and attainment of hard work and effort, okay? Nobody else is going to really be singing your praises this week. It's going to be very much an internal thing. And in true fire sign pattern, we tend to be very hard on ourselves. We tend to be super judgy, super critical, and we've set the bar here, and when we reach here we think, oh no, that's a failure. So we can be our own worst enemies, and we can be very, very super hard on ourselves, when actually we should be acknowledging what we have achieved, what we have accomplished, and how far we've come. And you know what, I know at this time of the year, fire signs, I know we're all tired. Okay, it's been a long, hard, difficult couple of years, not only 2022, but it's been a long, hard, difficult couple of years, and we're all feeling a little bit on edge. We're all feeling a little bit like, oh my gosh, how much more of this can we handle, and blah blah blah. So we have set a very high standard, a very high bar for ourselves. But this is Spirit saying, don't only focus on the negative. Don't only focus on the things that have gone wrong. It's important that we focus on the things that have gone right as well. Okay, last card. Well, not really, but yes. Oh, look, we have another 5. Now, this time we have the 5 of Pentacles. I mean, again, just look at this artwork. Isn't it just beautiful? So the 5 of Pentacles is the card of feeling disconnected, okay? It's the card of feeling as if you are on the outside while everybody else is on the inside. It's the card of disconnect. It's the card of almost feeling sorry, and I'm trying to avoid the glare. These cards are super, super, super glossy. Super glossy. I love this deck, and if it wasn't so glossy, I would use it more. All right, so the 5 of Pentacles, fire signs, is basically saying that, because you are your own worst enemy, because you are so super hard on yourself, you tend to feel as if everybody's having a good time. Everybody's inside where it's warm and cozy, and here you are on the outside, all disconnected from everything. We often refer to the 5 of Pentacles as the poverty card, but not poverty as in financial, poverty as in emotional poverty. Now, we need to go back to this first card, because what we have going on here, fire signs, is 6 of Wands, which is really, really a positive card. The 6 of Wands is about, returning after the battle, coming home after a big experience, a big adventure, and everybody wanting to see you and acknowledge you and celebrate you, but you're not allowing that to happen for yourself. You are being your own worst enemy here, and we can see that very, very clearly. So we need to shift that dynamic. We need to shift that focus. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I want to take a card from the Daily Healing Oracle. Now, these oracles are really, really gorgeous. They have a cute picture on one side, different scenery on each picture, but it has the same tree of life kind of symbol. But you can see that the back of the cards are all very different, and on the other side it literally just has a little paragraph. So very difficult to shuffle and not be influenced by the images and the pictures that we see. So I'm going to try and hold it upright so that I am not influenced. Maybe I should actually just shuffle it that way. Yeah, let's do it that way. We do still have some colors, but I can't see the writing and I can't be influenced. One just flipped the wrong way around. Nope. Apparently I am completely and utterly seeing things. Completely and utterly seeing things. All right, so Daily Healing Oracle. Give us a message, give us confirmation, give us validation, give us understanding for the reading that we have just had, so that we can understand it best, so that we can adjust ourselves accordingly and try not get ourselves into a pity party for the week ahead, because that's what it feels like. All right, happy with the shuffle, cutting it there and taking off the top, which happens to be, look at that pretty colors. Oh gosh, love the pretty colors, absolutely gorgeous. Let's see. You see. You know what I say, friends? I can't make this stuff up. Let love be your motivation for action. I mean, of course, yes, let love be your motivation, because when I look at this is love is the motivation for what we do. Everything we do from the right place in our heart space and all of that. But being fire signs, being the kind of energies that require, need, like a little bit of acknowledgement and validation, we may feel as if nobody is seeing us. We may feel a little bit disappointed, a little bit frustrated, because everybody is taking from us, taking all our effort, taking all our work, taking all that we do, but we don't seem to be getting anything back. But we've got to remind ourselves our motivations for why we do the things in the first place. And fire signs, this is exactly it. This is the motivation. Let love be the motivation for action. So remind yourself that everything that you've done, everything that you've done in the past and everything that you do this week, even though it all seems to come together and you seem to be on your own in acknowledging and seeing that, just remind yourself the reasons why you did it in the first place. And if you can do that, I think you'll be okay. But if you allow yourself to get sucked into the disappointment, into the sadness, into the aloneness, it's only going to be a downward spiral from there. What I want to do, I do have a couple of other decks here on the table in front of me, and I'm going to pull out this one, okay? And this deck is, let me show you the box, the Signs of the Times Oracle. Loving this deck at the moment, absolutely loving it. So let's just give it a short shuffle, and I want to talk about the what if, all right? So fire signs, if we get stuck into this negative downward spiral, how do we fix it? How do we overcome it? How do we recognize it? And how do we work through it? Let's just draw from this oracle deck. How do we ensure that love is the motivation and that we see that and not get sucked into the lonely abyss? All right, so let's cut the deck there, and I'm going to take that card off the top. Let's have a look. How do we not get sucked into the abyss of loneliness, sadness, and disappointment? Peace and harmony. You know what? We have to become the hippie. Love it. We have to become the hippie. We have to become the peace-loving, harmony, love, purpose hippie. So again, it is just a reminder that if you focus on the reason, the rationale, the purpose behind everything that you do, you won't get caught up into the issues and into the challenge. It is important that we focus on love, that we focus on happiness, that we focus on peace. So fire signs, it looks like you are going to have a lot of success. You are going to have a lot of victory. You are going to have a lot of happiness, but it may be solitary. It's not going to be really much celebrated and interacted and engaged with everybody else. But focus on love, focus on peace, focus on harmony, and you'll be absolutely okay. Thankfully, it's just a short week, fire sign, so I will be back at the end of the week, next week, Sunday, for another reading to hopefully keep you inspired and motivated. So fire signs, love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care.